Chief Mrs. Victoria Nwakobi, Elder Chris Eluemuno, Elder Chris Eluemuno, Professor Cyprian O. Okonkwo, Professor Cyprian O. Okonkwo, do we have an elder Eluemuno? That's Mrs. Nwakobi. Thank you. Thank you. Professor Cyprian Okonkwo, is he here? Dr. Chief Amechi Obiora. Dr. Chief Amechi Obiora, the O of the Echo Hospital. You know, he's Nelly Kuku and Obiora. This is Chief Eluemuno, the president of Ohanes and Igbo Anambra chapter. Chief Eluemuno. Dr. Chris Amechi Obiora. Dr. Ngozi Etolue, the Commissioner at the Federal Civil Service Commission. Dr. Ngozi Etolue. Dr. Ngozi Etolue. Sir Philip Honora Obiano. Sir Chidi Ezoke MNI, the former secretary to the government of Anambra State and also former head of service Anambra State. Sir Chidi Ezoke MNI, former secretary to the government of Anambra State and also former head of service Anambra State. I can see him coming. Distinguished Senator Marjorie Okadibo. Distinguished Senator Marjorie Okadibo. Distinguished Senator Ike Chukwu Obiora. Distinguished Senator Ike Chukwu Obiora. Chief Osita Okeke Ezapota, former Honorable Commissioner during the East Central State days. We have Chief Osita Okeke Ezapota, the former Honorable Commissioner in the East Central State. Engineer Chike Okonkwo again. Dr. Agbim Arinze. Dr. Agbim Arinze. Ambassadors of Excellence, now we are moving to this category. Professor Lady Fidelma Ukeje. Professor Lady Fidelma Ukeje, please come forward. Professor Peter Ejiofor. Professor Peter Ejiofor, the promoter and founder of Subakwa Igbo, Professor A.B.C. Nwosu, Professor A.B.C. Nwosu, former Minister of Education, former Minister of Health, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor A.B.C. Nwosu, Professor Peter Ejiofor, Professor A.B.C. Nwosu follows seat. Oh yes, Osigel Mbume, former Honorable Minister of Health, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Commissioner this, Commissioner that in the old Anambra State. Yes, Professor Peter Ejiofor, the Igbo language activist, Subakwa Igbo. Professor Alexander Animalo is a globally renowned physicist. Professor Alexander Animalo. Professor Ben Obinwabeze, constitutional lawyer of global reckon. Professor Ben Nwabeze. Professor Ben Obunselu, a literary critic, author, and icon. Professor Ben Obunselu. Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo. Professor Ian Noli. Professor Ian Noli. Professor Ian Noli. Professor Ian Noli. Professor Edward Obiozo Ayalogo. Professor Edward Obiozo Ayalogo, former Deputy Vice Chancellor, University of Port Harcourt. Professor Ayalogo, is he here? Please come forward. Professor Ayalogo. Professor Ilochi Okafor, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, former Vice Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Professor Ilochi Okafor, SAN, former VC Unizik. Professor James Adichie, first Professor of Statistics in Nigeria. Professor James Adichie, first Professor of Statistics in Nigeria. Professor L.A. Dim, Director General, Nigerian Nuclear Regulatory Authority. Professor L.A. Dim, DG Nigeria Nuclear Regulatory Authority. Professor Martin Chike Anthony Araji. Professor Chike Anthony Araji, cardiologist, performed one major first open heart surgery southeastern Nigeria at a very, very young age. And that, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Martin Chike Ayaji for you. Professor Ayaji, cardiologist of global reckon. Professor Okudiba Noli. Professor Okudiba Noli, Emeritus Professor of Political Science. Professor Okudiba Noli. Professor Paulinus E. Ezekwe, Vice Chancellor, Anambra State University. Professor Paulinus E. Nzekwe, Vice Chancellor, Anambra State University. Dr. Tim Menakaya, former Honorable Minister of Health, elder statesman that we respect to a very large extent, member BOT APGA,